Hey review family, keep it tight. My name is Jay Morse, the review guy, reviewing music for the love of music, and I'm back again to bring you another video. And in this one, I'm going to be covering the new Breaking Benjamin record entitled Aurora. Breaking Benjamin is a hard rock, alternative metal, and a post-grunge band from Pennsylvania that was formed in 1999 and are honestly one of the only bands that I believe still sort of retain their relevancy. If they're known for one thing, it's their consistency, their ability to stay in their own confinements, the ability to not try to reinvent the wheel. And Benjamin Burnley continues to be one of the more interesting vocalists in the field that don't try to necessarily oversell his style so much. I'm looking at you, Godsmack, and I'm somewhat looking at you, Skillet. With a Billboard Top 200 charting record under their belt and a pretty solid discography, I was excited to see how they were going to follow up Ember. In retrospect, I think I like Ember more than I did when it first released. I don't think it's better than Dark Before Dawn, as I do believe that Dark Before Dawn is one of their best records. But we did get the confirmation that they were working on a record called Aurora. But this record is an acoustic record that is a take on previously released songs with features. Everyone from Adam Gontier from Saint Asonia and Lacey Sturm from Flyleaf and Scooter Ward from Cold. And just to get it out of the way, I think most of the features work pretty well. I don't think any are so standout that I absolutely feel like it's to die for. Except for Far Away, which is the only original track that is on the record. It is beautiful, which sort of catapults me into my major issue with the record. Far Away does a great job of incorporating subtle pianos and really building on that sorrowful atmosphere that Breaking Benjamin really does do great in some of their best ballads like The Dark of You and Ashes of Eden. As a longtime fan that pretty much enjoys all of the tracks on this album in their original format, I think they really do go into the same pitfall as that Beartooth acoustic record that dropped last year, which is I think some of the tracks that they picked maybe shouldn't have been picked. Red Cold River and Tourniquet are two great examples of this. They sound so restrained. The instrumentation simultaneously sounds like it's trying to sound beautiful, but still trying to sound aggressive. And for two tracks that are very aggressive by Breaking Benjamin standards, I just really want to hear Benjamin roaring out that Red Cold River refrain. And same with Tourniquet. It's like that build-up, it's wanting to go into the normal Tourniquet build-up, but it's just constraining itself so badly. But look at a track like Angels Fall, probably the most beautiful track on the record, and probably my favorite track on the record if we're talking about the covers of their original tracks. It's everything that I want these tracks to be. Drowning in atmosphere, great acoustic guitar work, Benjamin Burnley literally giving his all to this track. Whereas the other tracks just somewhat sound like he's just singing it as if it was the original over an instrumental that isn't the original. I'm very happy to see Torn in Two on here though, as it's one of my favorite tracks from Ember. The hold on refrain sounds great over these acoustic guitars. That is basically the most standout part, is the acoustic guitars on this record. And don't get me wrong, I do enjoy when they incorporate pianos on a track like Far Away. They do work out great, but the acoustic guitars dominate these tracks in a really wonderful way. But at the end of the day, it's a pretty good acoustic record. You can't say that for all of acoustic albums that bands do. I do think they should have chosen some different tracks in replacement of others, or at least spiced these tracks up with some different instruments, because I think that sometimes it can get a little mundane to hear the same instruments on every single track that you've heard before, and I really feel like they are restraining themselves a bit. I wouldn't go so far as to say it's rushed or forced, because I don't think it is rushed. I think it just can feel a little bit clumsy or come off as a little bit clumsy. But the raw power and the raw aggression of Breaking Benjamin still bleeds through even on this track listing, and all of them are at least tolerable, and some of them are really good. There's really no track here that I'm just thinking, man, that just can't belong here. I think it's obvious they understood what they were wanting to do with the acoustics, and I think the features do add that little bit of oomph to kind of set them apart from the originals, and I feel like if they didn't have the features on a bunch of these tracks, it wouldn't have hardly as been as good. I'm going to be giving this album a 6.5 out of 10. And that is a wrap. Have you heard this new Breaking Benjamin record, Aurora? If you have, let me know in the comment section below what you thought about it. I would love to discuss the record with you. Be sure to stay for the on-screen and links of videos that you might be interested in. Like this video if you enjoyed it, subscribe to join the review family today, and smash that notification bell to be notified of my future uploads. You know who it is. My name is Jay Morse, the review guy, and I'm signing off saying farewell. Go ahead and live your best life.